Hi everyone, this is a brief screencast for me to answer two of our frequently asked questions, one of those being about turning off calendar due dates, the other one being about turning off announcements. So I'm going to show you how to do both of those as briefly as I can. So firstly, if you go into your course and you edit your course options, you may or may not see a set of due dates here at the bottom. So for this course, we don't have any due dates. That means we never put in due dates at all. For other courses that already have due dates, you may notice that those are impossible to get rid of once we have a kiddo put into that course. So here's a short and the long. Unfortunately, once there are due dates added, we cannot get rid of due dates altogether. So for example, I'm going to jump into a teacher who I know had requested getting rid of her due dates. So this course, personal finance, this one should have due dates at the bottom. Now, this previously would have said the start date would have been the 8th and the ending date would have been January. So what they recommended, because we cannot just get rid of this, they recommended that if we make the start date and the target date the same day, that should override and tell the computer two things. Firstly, it'll tell them that there should no longer be due dates and we shouldn't be worried about those things. But then also it shouldn't say that the kids have all of this late work. So that should override as well, because essentially he said that would mean it shows the kids are always on target instead of having some that are late and some that are on time. So that should be a solution. If you're in the boat of you want to get rid of due dates and you can't figure out how to make them go away, that should be your solution, is to make the target date the same day as whatever the start date is. Other thing, if we're turning off our announcements. So if we're thinking about turning off announcements, we're going to go to communication, manage announcements. And here's a place where you can turn on announcements, which can be really helpful. So we can add an announcement and it can be for, all the middle school. Maybe it's about picture day or yearbook or whatever's going on, or all of the high school. Maybe we put our daily announcements on here. That could be very helpful to us. We can send it to all of our students or just all of our teachers, and we can have a start date and an expiration date. So if at any point you want to use this, that's how it turns on. If you're stressed and announcements popping up for all of your kids and you can't figure out why it's happening, this is a place to check it. You can also kind of check out that announcement and see if anything needs to be edited there or kind of moved around, or if the expiration date is what maybe isn't ideal, or whatever the problem may be there. But that is a tool that we have this managed announcements, and there can be a lot of really great potential for using that tool. But that's also then how you turn them off, is to delete them at any point. So that would be how we worry about due dates and how we turn off managing announcements or turn them on, depending on what we want to do. Thanks.